everybody, it's me, Polarizer. Hope you all are having a good year so far. We're in 2022 now, and I'm excited to do some new stuff, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Well, anyways, today we're watching Transformers, maybe? Look, if you're asking me, I used to love Transformers a lot when I was a kid. I grew up watching the cartoons, I got the toys. Man, I even did love watching the stop-motion animation stuff. I even tried watching Dark of the Moon when I was younger, but my dad didn't let me for some reason. And also, I did watch some of Revenge of the Fallen when I was 4. So yeah, today we're gonna be watching Transformers 1. We're gonna start from the beginning all the way to 2007. So now we're gonna be watching all of these movies from 2007 to present, including Bumblebee. That's the only good one. I decided to do them now because these movies are obviously hated by fans and critics, because why not? I was watching this the other day and I thought it was weird too. Just so you know, I watched this movie twice. Yeah, twice. And I still don't know what was happening in this movie. I didn't know what was going on. It was just stupid. You guys probably do know about Transformers already. I don't even need to get into it. You know what, let's just start with the first one. Let's go all the way to 2007. Let's just go. So our film opens up with some expedition about the cube and how it created their race, and narrated by Optimus Prime, voiced by Peter Cullen, who voice acted in different Transformers TV shows like the original one and the original movie, and also the new modern TV shows like Transformers Prime and Robots in Disguise. Hey, don't get me wrong, I like Robots in Disguise. What? Alright, back to the movie. So then after that expedition, we're at the Middle East, where we meet some military guys on a mission, or something like that. And, you know, one of them is just talking and that's it. Here we have this like Spanish dude who loves crickets and chicken and all of that, and then we meet this black guy who's just wearing an iPod or something. I don't know. He might be more important to the story later. I think he might be. Okay, you know what? This is why people don't like these movies. They're kind of racist. They have racial stereotypes that aren't funny, and they have like cringe-worthy jokes that are really stupid. I think they're just trying to aim for middle schoolers or kids or something. I don't know. I have no idea. Here we meet Major Lennox, who's part of the military or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, they're just talking and that's it. So then we meet a really mysterious aircraft, which I'm pretty sure won't be a Decepticon in the next few scenes, I'm pretty sure. So the military guys are trying to tell him to get out of here. So then he's like, please get out, you're in a restricted area. So then some military guys are just, you know, talking and that's it. After the helicopter has landed, they notice that something's a little bit suspicious. And then guess what? This thing is a transformer. So then this thing is just destroying everything, and yeah, that's it. So then we cut to a high school. So here's our main character, Sam Witwicky, who is played by a man who is about to become a daddy. So as you can see right here, he's doing a geology report on his great-great-grandfather Archibald Witwicky, which might have something to do with the story for some reason. And yeah, we get some exposition about him and all that. He's talking about his great-great-grandfather Archibald Witwicky that discovered the Arctic Circle, and that all of his men were finding some other stuff. I gotta admit, this lore isn't terrible. It's actually pretty interesting. Explaining about his great-great-grandfather's discovery is obviously pretty good, and it might be more important to the story later. So then he's explaining about a bunch of stuff that we don't even give a crap about. Here we meet Bernie Mac. If you don't know Bernie Mac, he's a comedian. He's actually a good comedian. Even though I never seen one of his acts when I was younger, I've heard that he's a good comedian and that he passed away 14 years ago. So a year before he died, he played a car dealer or something. So then Sam Witwicky's like, oh dad, I can't believe this, I don't want this. And his dad is like, Sam, you're getting this, that's fine. No, I don't know.
Oh, don't be like that. If I had a rock, I'll bust your head. Say, man, she deaf, you know?
You also notice that he wants a car and he thinks, this isn't that bad. And he looks in the car, and then after that he gets in the car, and then he notices that's an Autobot symbol. And yeah, that's it. So after that, Bernie Mac says, $5 grand. But his dad's like, we're not paying over $4,000 or something like that. I don't know. But then he recommends him another car, but then the car gets a little pissed off. The car gets so mad, the glass of the cars start to blow up, and yeah, that's it. We cut to Washington, D.C., where we meet the Secretary of Defense at the Pentagon or something. They're gathering up to find the Decepticon and hunt it down or something.
The president has dispatched battle groups.
Don't you mean battleships? Well, I could tell that there's some good dialogue here. I'm pretty sure there's good dialogue. Okay, we cut to Sam at a public property party where he meets his love interest, Mikaela, who's played by a woman, also has a relationship that's obviously gone, all thanks to a man who's about to become a daddy or something. I have no idea. And they're just like talking, I guess.
We're here to climb this tree.
Okay, while we're here, let's talk about this scene. You know how you're watching a movie with people talking while driving cars or something like that, and there's like scenery moving in the background? Yeah, there's no scenery or anything. It's just a white background right there. It's a white background. It is the most laziest thing I've ever seen in my life. You guys couldn't put a green screen over it? So far we're in this movie and we still haven't seen the Transformers yet. We haven't seen Optimus Prime or Megatron, Ratchet, Ironhide, or Bumblebee. I mean, they're just wasting so much time with weird stuff. I mean, it's supposed to be like that, but I'm just really bored. Okay, so we cut to Shia LaBeouf getting some milk, but then he sees his car is stalking him. So that's what he does. He decides to call his friend and tells him that, oh, my car is stalking me. It's stalking me. That's it. So blah, blah, blah. After that chase scene, Sam runs into Mikaela, and that's it. So long story short, after a long chase scene, the police comes in. He tries to tell the police that his car is chasing him, but it fails miserably. Okay, you can just stop talking now. But now, what's really happening is that the police car wasn't actually a transformer. This is Shia LaBeouf being chased by a RoboCop after beating someone up. Once again, Megan Fox and Shia LaBeouf make their second encounter in the scene, and then Megan Fox is like, what is your problem? And Shia LaBeouf is like, this thing is chasing me. And he's asking him to get in the cars, I don't know. After we see some Need for Speed Rivals 2 leaked footage, Shia and Megan Fox are hiding from the Decepticon we just saw a few minutes ago. We actually see Bumblebee in the scene. Oh gosh, would you look at that? What's this? We get to see an actual fight between Autobot and Decepticon? Oh my gosh, we get to see it, Oh yeah, some fighting is going on, yeah baby. No. Is this movie some kind of advertisement? If you haven't noticed, this movie is just an advertisement for selling cars and toys. No, not just the movie, but the entire franchise. I'm pretty sure these meteors aren't the Autobots at all. So then, all the Autobots have gathered around to see Shia LaBeouf and ask him some questions. And now they're transforming from vehicles to Autobots. And we see Optimus Prime in a weird design, but I don't care. Okay, this is the best scene ever. I'm saying that because all the Autobots arrive to Earth to see Sam and ask him a few questions, but the music adds up to the scene, and it just makes me a little bit emotional. Like, listen to this. Like, how do you not find that really good? The soundtrack is just freaking awesome. I don't need to explain myself. You know what? I think this movie might turn out good after all. I wonder how long it is. Bruh. No way. Are you kidding me? This movie has an hour and 15 minutes left. Are you kidding me? This movie doesn't deserve to be an hour and 15 minutes longer. We spent a lot of time on filler and some really racial stereotypical people and any of this. We don't need that. And we're still not done with this movie. Here he is, guys. The guy you've been waiting to see for the entire movie. Optimus Prime, the leader of the Autobots. And speaking of Autobots, we are introduced to some new ones. We have Jazz, this stereotype, my favorite.
This looks like a cool place to kick it.
The weapons specialist, Ironhide.
You feeling lucky, punk? Easy, Ironhide. Just kidding. I just wanted to show him my cannons.
Medical officer, Ratchet.
The boy's pheromone level suggests he wants to...
Sex.
with the female.
And then, obviously, you already know Bumblebee. So the reason why the Autobots are here is because they're looking for the cube. And they're trying to use the cube so they could resurrect Cybertron. And we get some really cool backstory, which I have to admit looks pretty cool. It looks like the CGI producers were actually doing what they can to make Cybertron like the cartoons. I mean, it looks amazing. But we also meet Megatron, the leader of the Decepticons, who wants to use the cube for evil, which means turning the entire world full of technology into robots, which is really stupid. But for some reason, this connects to Archibald Witwicky's story in the 1800s. Get this, Archibald Witwicky accidentally activated Megatron's navigation system. Which is a bit silly, but whatever. For some reason, the Cybertronian symbols are like imprinted on his glasses. Like, what? Seriously? I really don't know. How can they even know this? I don't even know. And guess where they learned this from?
eBay.
You heard him right. That was from eBay. That was from eBay. Did they do the research while they were traveling from Cybertron to Earth? Like, seriously, what? Cut to Shia LaBeouf's parents watching TV, where our main characters arrive home to find the glasses of Archibald Witwicky. But then his dad is like, you're not getting in, your mother wants me to punish you. But the Autobots are actually transforming. What in the world? I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be a goofy scene soon.
What are you doing? What are you doing? No, watch the path. Watch the path. Watch the path. Please, please, please. No, wait. No, no.
Oops. Sorry, my bad.
Bruh, this is so goofy. I love it already. Here we meet John Turturro, who's probably the head of Sector 7. So now they're being interrogated of what they saw at this restricted area we just saw from earlier. But not until Optimus Prime comes in, and that's mostly it. Funny? What is this? Are you serious? This is not supposed to be in a Transformers movie either. This is just stupid, immature humor that people like. I think you're just trying to aim for 7-year-olds, buddy. This is not a movie for 7-year-olds. It's supposed to be for older kids and adults. Cut back to the humans. John Turturro asks them, you want a Travis Scott meal? But then the other dude comes in and is like, you need to listen to me very carefully. So then Sam lists out the things that he wants first.
First, I'll take my car, my parents. Maybe you should write that down. Oh, and her juvie record. That's gotta be gone. Like, forever.
I mean, you can erase her juvie record, but that doesn't mean it'll be gone forever. So now the humans are in Sector 7 and they see a frozen Megatron in this base. And we notice that Sam already knows about Megatron, all because of the exposition we got from earlier. Ooh, looks like someone's been doing his homework. So now Sector 7 has held captive of the cube, which shouldn't be this big at all. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it can actually transform anything electronic into a robot. It's like that during the climax, but we're gonna get to that later. We're gonna get to it. We're almost done. So the Decepticons are heading to the dam to free Megatron and get the Allspark. So we come back to the humans, where Sam wants his car back. But then John Turturro's like, we need a safe budget for the movie, but there's some conflict going on and they just let him have the car, and that's probably it. Cut to the humans, trying to get ready to fight the Decepticons in the city. Well, I think it's a dumb idea because innocent people could be killed or injured. Could you do it at a private place like the desert? I mean, seriously, come on. While everyone's still prepping for the battle, Starscream decides to make his first attack on the Autobots, which causes Bumblebee to lose one of his legs. But then this causes another Decepticon to attack the other humans, and oh my gosh. Seriously? I told you doing this in this city was a bad idea. So more bullcrap happens, whatever. Finally, Optimus Prime arrives to the party and is ready to take Megatron hand to hand. Okay, I gotta admit, this fight scene isn't half bad. I mean, hey, the effects look a little bit dated, but hey, this was from 2007, so whatever. Meanwhile, Sam has finally made it to the top of the building and ready to give the cube to the military people. Then Megatron comes in and he asks him to give him the cube, but Sam refuses. Then he must suffer the consequences and he dies. Nah, just kidding. Optimus Prime saves him. Meanwhile, the soldiers are getting ready to attack on another Decepticon, the one that killed all their men in the beginning of the film. Alright, so here's how they do this. The soldiers try to get this thing's attention, and then guess what? Major Lennox, not the soldiers, but Major Lennox goes on a bike and starts shooting him in the no-no zone. Like, what? Seriously? I just think it's a little bit silly. I don't know why, but it's just silly. Anyways, cut to Sam. Optimus Prime asks Sam to put the cube in his chest, but instead he puts it in Megatron's chest, which is a good idea because putting it in Optimus Prime's chest would be a pointless thing because they would just probably lose the battle anyways. Since Megatron is defeated, victory has been given to all of our heroes, which means this video is almost over and I can finally take a break and maybe work on some other videos. But for some reason, Bumblebee can speak now? What? Oh my gosh. Seriously? And then the movie ends. Well, that was Transformers. Kind of a disaster movie if I'm being honest here. Yes, the action is cool, the characters are a lot of fun to be with, but there are some problems with it. Here are the problems. There are a few racial stereotypes in this movie that aren't funny, to me at least. Well, for some of you they are, but not for me. And also there is some corny dialogue which I don't really like hearing. There are a few things that aren't explained, like how do big giant robots exist in the 1800s? How do the Autobots know about eBay already? I just feel that Megan Fox's performance was a bit flat and dull. I know she's supposed to play the love interest, but I don't think it's actually doing it. She doesn't seem like she's interested in being in this movie, but okay. There's not as much juvenile humor as you think, but still, it's not funny. Most of this movie is just spent focusing on the humans and about their personal lives. Like, seriously? Come on, it takes us an hour and 15 minutes to get to the Transformers and to the Autobots. It's just really frustrating because you don't need that much time to fill in some filler. You just cut out some stuff to make the movie shorter, but oh my gosh. Seriously. I only noticed a few errors in this movie, like at the beginning of the film, everyone was getting ready for the Decepticon attack, it quickly turned to nighttime, and when Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox were in a car talking to each other, there was a white background. It was just so lazy. In conclusion, this movie wasn't bad at all. It wasn't as bad as the other ones get, but still, this wasn't a good movie. Anyways, that's it everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below to see more videos like this. I'm so sorry if this took really long. I just keep on delaying and pushing it back multiple times. So it's here. Well, that's it everyone. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.